You're just a bank account! My sister screamed from the master bedroom of the loft I pay for, so I liquidated her stay and called the cops. I'm 29, a software engineer, and I spent 5 years living like a monk to save up for my dream loft in the city. It's got floor-to-ceiling windows, a private rooftop deck, and a view that makes every 80-hour week worth it. I earned every brick of that place through blood, sweat, and endless lines of code. Then, my sister Chloe and her husband Dave hit a rough patch. They both lost their jobs in the same month and asked if they could stay for just a few weeks while they got back on their feet. Against my better judgment, I said yes. Those 2 weeks turned into 4 months of hell. While I was working in my home office, I could hear them blasting movies in the living room. My grocery bill tripled because Dave only eats organic Wagyu, and Chloe started using my expensive skincare like it was hand soap. When I asked them for a measly $200 toward utilities, Chloe cried and said I was holding their misfortune over their heads. The real trouble started when I came home from a 3-day business trip. I walked into my loft and found the locks had been changed. I had to call the building manager just to get into my own home. When I finally got inside, my office, the room where I make the money that pays for the roof over their heads, was gone. My desk was in the hallway, and the room was filled with Chloe's influencer equipment. She had turned my workspace into her private filming studio. Dave walked out of my master bedroom, my bedroom, wearing one of my silk robes. Look, we talked about it, he said, not even looking at me. You're always in that office anyway, and it has the best lighting for Chloe's brand. We moved your bed to the couch. It's better for everyone's vibe. I told them they had 24 hours to move my stuff back and find a hotel. That's when Chloe snapped. Honestly, you're so selfish, she screamed. You're the most useless person in this family because you don't support your siblings' dreams. All you are is a bank account to us. My parents even called me 10 minutes later, echoing the same thing, telling me to let them have the room. I didn't argue. I didn't scream. I just said, you're right. I am just a bank account, and the bank is officially closed. Since the locks were already changed, I didn't even have to do that. I called the police and reported that 2 people were trespassing in my home and refusing to leave. When the officers arrived, Chloe tried the "we live here" defense, but I pulled up my lease and the security footage of them moving my furniture out while I was away. They were escorted out with nothing but their suitcases. I didn't stop there. I called my parents and told them that if they loved Chloe's vibe so much, they could pay for her hotel. Then I blocked all of them. It's been 3 months. I heard through a cousin that Dave is working at a car wash and Chloe is living in our parents' basement. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in my office looking at the city view in a silence that is absolutely priceless.